Okay, so this practice is playing with this idea of a sensing dial again, which is like if you have a stereo balance knob and you turn it one way, you hear a speaker on one side, and turn it the other way and the speaker on the other side. So I'm going to play with that of sensing into myself and also sensing into this tree friend here. And just starting with a real easygoing sensing into myself. Like if I had a flashlight and I was shining it into all the dark areas of a room, I might not know exactly what it is I see, but I'm just looking for bits of information, kind of neutral-esque. Easygoing body scan, check it out, how you feel. So I just noticed a variety of things, different areas were speaking up. Maybe you feel nothing, and that's okay. The idea is just to check to see what you can notice. Okay, and then turning my dial in this practice to sense this tree. And it doesn't need to be like real esoteric or anything. I'm not trying to read the tree's soul or like anything particular like that. Just getting like starting at a level of real basic information. Like, can I smell the tree? And noticing the difference between like the air right near my nose and the air and like when my nose actually touches the tree. It does smell like something, even if I don't have clear words to say what that something is. It's particular, it's different than this air right here. And again, noticing like I can notice with just my vision the texture of the tree, and I can also come into touch contact with the tree with, like any part of me. And going for these, again, neutral-esque qualities, like I can feel that, there's a certain bark texture. It's a little bit rough. And I can also feel, like, when I put my hand around this tree, it's like I almost get some sense of the like if the tree's like this, like the inside of that circle, the core section of the tree. And again, it's real foggy information. I don't really know how to explain what I feel, but I feel something. I notice that the tree has a little elasticity, like when I lean into it. It's a real soft give of this tree. And then I might do like a visual check of, I don't know the science of this, but I've read that there's something sort of metaphorically akin to breathing that trees do, or like a tree heartbeat, but it's really, really slow. So, like I can check my own heartbeat, or, but this tree's heartbeat I can't really check so much, but I can still look for information, either, using all of my senses to notice, is there something about this tree that's moving? And again, I notice this Some of the branches are moving, and just ever so faintly the trunk of this tree. You can see how it's not real wide, it's just slightly moving. And I can listen, even if it's maybe like not the tree, maybe it's insects on the tree, or again the wind, or being loose about like this defining, is it the tree or is it something else? Just kind of noticing in the ecosystem of this tree. Is this particular tree making any sound? This tree ecosystem? Again, listening to differentiate, like I can hear sounds from the other trees, maybe it's like snow dripping down, wind rustling, needles. But this tree ecosystem, can I hear anything from here about this? And maybe I can, and maybe not. And depending on the thing you're working with, right? Like if you're working with like a human or an animal or anything, you're gonna have different information, and you're gonna be able to do different things. Like, you might look at a mushroom, but you don't necessarily want to lick it, but maybe you could lick the tree. And just taking a second to get I was just like kind of taking in with no specific sense, but all my senses just feeling into this tree. And again, I can come in and out of touch contact. And then moving that dial just as a way to, like, not looking for anything specific, but moving that sensing balance dial back into myself in this real easy body scan kind of way. And there's just like, for me, I just noticed like the slightest shift, so slight. For me, it was sort of in the chest area. And some different information popping up. Checking again this like neutral-esque quality for sensations, not worrying about meaning or what this tree is saying, kind of letting that layer float away and just sinking in with the neutral-esque sensations I notice inside of my own skin. And again, the goal is just to check. And then maybe an easygoing kind of ending of the practice of like just saying, hey tree. And if you can, offer thanks to both yourself, this body you were just sensing into. And if thanks feels like not quite right, just offering like a hey, I see you. I see that you're here. I see that my body's here. I see that your tree is here.